We are around 8,000 Gypsy people living in Cordoba, about 2.4% of the population. Concentrated in certain areas of the city: Palmeras, Barrio Guadalquivir, Moreras, Fuensanta or La Juderia. 97.5% of our boys and girls attend school. However, they suffer from segregation, and around 80% drop out before completing secondary school. The lack of work opportunities affects us in particular, and the unemployment rate for Gitanos in Spain is higher than 40%, approximately 20% higher than for the rest of the population. 65% of us work in itinerant street selling for a living. And the economic crisis has worsened our working conditions. During the last decades, access to housing has considerably improved. However, this crisis has reversed some achievements, and many families have no decent housing conditions or are evicted, increasing our precariousness. We all have access to the national health system, but the lack of prevention, unhealthy habits, and a deficient nutrition, among others, result in worse health and in a 10-year shorter life expectancy compared to non-Gitanos. Gypsy women have to face double discrimination: being a woman and being a Gitano.
LERI is a project launched by the FRA, the Fundamental Rights Agency, in 21 cities all around Europe, and whose aim is to act bidirectionally. Why? For example, in Cordoba in particular, we are integrating the EU 2020 strategy, the strategy for the national Roma community, more closely into the local community. Also, we are getting the Gitanos, those directly affected by the strategy, involved in both its definition and design, the aim of which is to improve their situation. How have we designed this involvement? Through several phases. On the one hand, we have conducted surveys with Gypsy women with the aim of empowering them. These women have also participated in the design of the strategy and decided the objectives, the priorities, and the lines of action. On the other hand, we set up thematic participatory roundtables, where all NGOs taking part in the project could meet and discuss different thematic areas with the City Hall, the university, health centres, and all stakeholders, and all people who have something to contribute to the work in each thematic area outlining the strategy. The support needed to ensure the success of this project was twofold. Political will from the Cordoba City Council to consider this project as its own, and a proper funding enabling the launch of the strategy.
I believe it is an ideal environment. The institutions, such as the Cordoba City Council, work with the groups participating in the project to improve conditions for the Gypsy community, far away from imposing their view. On the contrary, they were full of good intentions.
Cordoba society comes together as one, diverse and plural. And we can grow all together, or altogether we can be left behind. If Gitanos reach these goals, the whole city will benefit from this.
Being an integral strategy, it is not only about employment or accommodation or healthcare, but about the whole picture, because everything affects the community.
It is a duty and an opportunity that we have as an institution.